I think all points to a really good run.
Just on the times, I mean, it really has taken some getting. That novice where they went pretty quick, Martin, came out very slow. Persian Land came back over 6 furlongs, nearly 10 seconds slow. The handicap prior over 7 furlongs, that was over 7 seconds slow. So it has taken a bit of getting. I know we had that shower earlier on, but definitely worth bearing in mind over the next couple of days. Martin.
Competitive race, isn't it, coming up over the sprint trip? We'll see whether there's anything in the draw. Some of the jockeys might just explore the track a little bit more than we've seen so far this afternoon. It may not happen, but if somebody decides to come up the stand side, it can happen in these sprints, and you look afterwards and think, well, that's where you needed to be. So we'll see whether they do that or not. It makes it a little bit trickier, I suppose. I mean, this is a track, Haydock, where you do occasionally. We saw it obviously in the Sprint Cup last season, where there was a huge bias towards the stand side rail. It isn't always the same from one meeting to the next, but yeah, I just wouldn't be surprised if one or two of the riders explored a different part of the track. We didn't see it in our 2-year-old race, but you often don't. With these more experienced handicappers, that could be the case. Steve fancy there's a chance, drawn in stall 13. Harlequin Bay and Wool Isle are the others in the higher numbers. Wool Isle is very effective on this testing ground, showed that at the back end of last season. I think she's fairly solid. She ended last year really well. Seemed as if, as I say, this ground was quite important to her, and the form of her second, she won well at Nottingham over 5 furlongs, having been a bit outpaced, but the form of her second when she was behind Startled has proven to be good form, with Startled winning a couple of times in nice races already so far this year. In shot there is Stone Acre Joe, who for me was the standout physically in the paddock. He's a bigger, lengthier type of horse than most of the field. Plenty of these were sprinting in their 2-year-old season and had quite a bit of racing. He was the opposite. He only had 1 run as a 2-year-old. When looking at him, he would have been very weak when he ran in June of his 2-year-old season. So they put him away after that, and coming back, he's performed really well twice. Second at 100 to 1 at Doncaster, and then runner-up, giving an odds-on favourite a little bit of a fright last time out. But he's quite a substantial type, Stoneacre Joe, and I'd be fairly positive about his form and his handicap mark, and maybe the testing ground suiting him as well. It is a bit of a guess as far as that's concerned, because Stoneacre Joe hasn't run on ground as testing as this yet, but he's by showcasing who gets a lot of horses that do handle slow ground, and he's out of a Gregorian mare, Fairy Dust, who herself handled slower ground conditions, so may not be too problematic for him. Just going into stall number 1 is From the Hip, who won his final 2 starts as a juvenile. He's still an entire. He was quite loud when he came into the paddock. He was the first one in very early. He was on his own, and he was being very noisy, but did settle down as soon as the other horses started to filter into the paddock. I think in terms of front runners here, you're probably looking at Guernsey Angel, Harlequin Bay potentially. I don't think Stoneacre Joe will be too far away, and even Wool Isle, although she came from the back of the field when she was successful at Nottingham. That was when she was outpaced over 5 furlongs. She did make the running on her penultimate start last year, so there should be pace right across the track. And with the final one to head into the stalls, we'll go up to Ian for this competitive 3-year-old handicap.
Harlequin Bay is the last one to come in. Guernsey Angel is restless in 7, but they're ready. They're off. Get away, fairly decent break. Guernsey Angel, one of those smartly into stride. Stoneacre Joe and also From the Hip and Dazed on the right. Guernsey Angel, mauve sleeves with Havar and a mainly white jacket who's very keen. A dark jacket, white cap of Wool Isle. Magistry, red sleeves behind these, and then Angel Share in the light blue. Showtown in beige colours is next. There's a chance to the left. Black and yellow is ahead of Harlequin Bay. But they move on down now with the final half of the the race coming up down its near side, Guernsey Angel, the green and white of Stoneacre Joe, the inside of the racecourse, Havar behind these, Dazen in black and white, Showtown has switched to the beige to the far side, Magistry is there, there's a chance, Extreme left just in behind Wool Isle, the dark jacket and white cap, below the 2 furlong marker, and Dazen has gone clear in the black and white here. Dazen is the one to catch as they approach the last furlong. Wool Isle, and there's a chance, nearest the stands, coming into it strongly now, and they've got to Dazen, and it's there's a chance with the yellow cap. The dark jacket of the white cap on the far side challenging this all the time. In second position is Wool Isle, but it is there's a chance who's going to win by 3 parts of a length or so. To Wool Isle in second, third is very close in beige, Showtown in green and yellow from the hip.
There's a Chance has won this filly from stall 13, beats stall number 11, Wool Isle, and well backed 100 to 30 favourite. There's a Chance has come out well on top in the closing stages, pulling clear with Wool Isle, who's made a positive start to her season as well. 2 fillies coming away from the rest. Dyson looked like he had the race in the bag when he quickened up, but we've seen that it takes a lot of getting here at Haydock this afternoon. It's very hard work for them in the closing stages, and he just couldn't quite go on with it, but still a much better signs from Dyson this afternoon. There's a Chance under Kevin Stott, has found plenty for pressure, seen her race out really well, and it was all towards the near side that the action unfolded in the latter stages.